It is time for our Sunrise Smart Start. Rochester police investigating after a teenager was shot late last night. Police investigating after that teen shot on Hennion Street, right near West Main. The report of shots fired just before midnight. They say around that time a 15-year-old boy walked into the hospital with that gunshot wound. Investigators say indeed he was shot on Hennion Street. The injuries considered non-life-threatening. There are no suspects in custody. Anyone with information about this shooting should call 911. A Penfield High School student has died after police say he was struck by a car over the weekend. The driver of that vehicle has been charged with driving while ability impaired. Carmela Boykin live outside Penfield High School this morning with the latest. Carmela, good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Police say 16-year-old Matthew Bittner was struck on Chestnut Street near Parcel 5 in Rochester. This happened all just early Saturday morning, just after midnight. Officials say Bittner was crossing the street with his father when he was struck by a vehicle. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries and succumbed to those injuries yesterday. Police say a 39-year-old man was arrested and charged with driving while ability impaired. In a statement to parents, principal of Penfield High School, Leanna Watt, says, "We know that tragic news such as this is hard to make sense of. It can be shocking, triggering, and certainly hit hard for those who knew him well. It will be important for us to pause, acknowledge this loss to our community, and to be responsive to what our staff and students need." And we're also told that mental health staff members will be in all of Matthew's classes today to support teachers and students during this difficult time. In Penfield, Carmela Boykin, News 8. Mark?
All right, Carmela, thank you. For more from district officials in Penfield, head to rochesterfirst.com. Some national news this morning. The Supreme Court is set to begin hearing arguments on the Texas abortion law, which has all but halted abortions in the state for the past couple of months. That law bans abortions after about 6 weeks of pregnancy. The justices will decide whether the Biden administration and abortion providers can challenge the law. Thousands of American Airlines passengers saw their flights canceled over the weekend. Carrier blaming bad weather and staffing shortages that were first felt at its largest hub in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. James Gilbert with us talking about the forecast. A new month, a new day. And some new chill and maybe some new snow.
Yes, and old candy that we have to eat, right?
Yes.
It's piling up, and we will maybe kind of counteract that a little bit with a morning walk. It should be certainly light jacket worthy as temperatures are hanging in the 40s. Clear skies, though, that should be just lovely. A little less than an hour away from official sunrise, but I'm sure we'll get a little bit of twilight this morning. Temperatures this afternoon climb to around 50 degrees. We'll get that sun through likely this afternoon and this evening, and then the potential for a few lake-effect rain and snow showers pop up as we get into Tuesday night and Wednesday. We'll do the extended forecast at the end of the show. Mark?
Yep. All right, James, thank you. Let's get a look at the roads now with our sunrise traffic as we move towards 7 o'clock in the morning. Smooth sailing along the thruway, and same story in and around Rochester. 390, 490, and 590 all up to speed. Rochester police have identified the man shot and killed on the west side early Sunday. They say 31-year-old David Yaw was shot near Dewey Avenue around 6:30 in the morning. He was pronounced dead at the scene. There are no suspects in this fatal shooting. If you have any information, you're asked to call 911. News 8 is your local election headquarters. Early voting in New York has now come to an end. All eyes on Election Day coming up tomorrow. Locally, the Monroe County Board of Elections says over 2,600 voters cast ballots Sunday, with more than 16,000 doing so over the 9 days of early voting. As for the polls, they are open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow on Election Day. For a full list of polling sites and local races to follow, check our election guide at rochesterfirst.com. The Rochester City School District is responding to a request from 4 union leaders calling for action after recent reports of violence in schools. The group wants students who engage in violence on campus to move to remote learning. Under the proposal, the students would also receive social and mental support as they learn from home. District leaders say that proposal would violate education laws. In a letter to union officials, district officials outlining strategies already put in place, including additional security and changes in arrival and dismissal protocols. The district also announcing a new support plan at Franklin High. The plan includes more safety officers inside the school, support staff, and a mobile safety unit. The district plans to release details about that plan and how it will impact other schools coming up on Wednesday. In response, the president of the Rochester Teachers Union, Anna Merbanski, said the union is checking with lawyers about the district's claims, adding, quote, "While the district continues its inaction, our schools remain unsafe." For the first time in 31 years, the Webster High School Marching Band is a state champion. The group competing at the New York State Field Band Conference in Syracuse over the weekend. Students coming back to this, a police and fire escort to celebrate the historic victory. The band includes students from both Webster Thomas and Webster Schrader High Schools. And we say congratulations. Here's what some folks will be talking about at the water cooler this morning. The Buffalo Bills with another win. They beat the Dolphins Sunday in Orchard Park 26-11. It wasn't the prettiest of days for the Bills, but it sure finished well. Josh Allen, 249 yards, couple of passing touchdowns, and a rushing one as well. The Bills will go to Jacksonville next week as they'll take on Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. You can catch all the action right here on Channel 8 WROC. Working our way toward the time of year where those Bills games are going to get colder. And that home field advantage hopefully will really come into play as well, James.
Yeah, definitely. Not any stranger to snow. And as we get later and later in the year, that's going to become a lot more common. So we'll see if we can get some snow games in here over at Orchard Park. Bus stop forecast. We've got a beautiful day for you. Sunrise at 7:46. Temperature starting off in the 40s. It's a nice start, and it'll be a nice finish. Sunglasses worthy, certainly, at the bus stop. Kind of those days where if you're not spending a lot of time outside, you'll probably be okay with the light jacket. But if you do spend half an hour outside, you'll probably want maybe that winter jacket. And if it's not this morning, it's tomorrow. It's Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. Several days this week will be starting off in the 30s, just finishing in the 40s. And Wednesday, I'm thinking we see our first flakes. Can't guarantee it, but a real good chance that it happens on Wednesday.
Well, you know we'll be watching, that's for sure. That's it for us for now here on Sunrise. Our next update coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great Monday and a great start to the week.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.
Closed